Thanks for doing what you do there, Colin, and a bean for the pot. He knows the band is not that great. And that's from Mike, V3MDN. This is V3 Bravo Kilowatt. Go ahead. Yeah, he's hearing you okay there, Colin.
Yeah, right, you are there, Colin. I know that the light is in there, but I'm not talking at all. I recognize his voice. But Mike, many thanks for giving me a shout. I'm having the same difficulties that I had on Tuesday, Mike, you probably remember. And so that's unfortunate. That's the way it is. So we'll pass our very best 73 on to you, and hopefully things will be a lot better on Tuesday. But I've no difficulty at all in calling you. I think it was this morning, wasn't it? I've no difficulty at all in calling you at 75 meters when we had a brief QSO on the on-cars net. So 73 to you, Mike.
Roger on that. Okay, another bean for the pot there, Colin. There you go. And 73, he said.
Okay, thank you. Rick, I better get a bigger pot with all these beans that are coming. Rick, they'll be falling on the floor. Anyway, I do appreciate you doing the relay for me. This is 2:53 p.m. now. The Provincial Net with your back control. Victor Echo 3 Foxtrot Juliet November. Calling the top of the hill in Hamilton. And Victor Echo 3 Foxtrot Juliet November is standing by for any check-ins. Phone only.
I thought I heard somebody tuning up before. The frequency is in use. We have somebody on digital there, and there's an offset on digital, so they probably don't even realize we're here. But anyway, the best you can do is keep talking there, Colin. And anyway, I thought I heard somebody tuning up, so you might want to try again. B3 BK.
With the rotation, would like to check into the Provincial Net. Victor Echo 3 Foxtrot Juliet November. Calling the top of the hill in Hamilton. We're standing by. I don't hear anything, Rick, but anyway, that's the way that it goes. Yes, there are some times when the digital stuff is going hammer and tongs. Some of it is pretty loud, I must admit. I think I heard some on this morning that were really going hammer and tongs at it today. But anyway, it is what it is. But I don't hear anything like that this afternoon. Anyway, how was your net on 7150 on Monday, Rick? I meant to check in, but I got waylaid, and by the time it was all done, I think it might have probably been on 10 meters. I should check 10 meters on a Monday to see if I can hear you. So I used to check in with you on 10 meters. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, it was pretty good. We actually, Peter had a temporary setup up in the field there at the coffee shop, and a few of the guys checked in from there, so that was pretty good. But later on, when he went on 10, everybody had trouble hearing him, and I could hear him, but I pointed my beam at him and came way up, but some of the guys even on the mountain there couldn't hear him too well. So I think it was probably the antenna he was using just wasn't good on 10 meters. But anyway, it turned out pretty good. And let's see, the the only one of the old-timers that checked in there was VA3 TAC from Barry's Bay. He checked in Monday night, and some of the other guys didn't. And last week, I left it on. I left my SDR on, turned the radio off, but I left the SDR on to hear Rick there, what's this called? HFA. Anyway, Rick in Ottawa. I left it on there. He was a little bit hasty, or a little bit late there, but I heard him. Anyway, I wonder if you might want to call Marty and see if they got their remote fixed yet. Peter was going to go look at it at 2 o'clock, so he figured he'd be there about 2 o'clock. So it may be fixed already. Marty might be in the wings already. Who knows? I'm sure he's listening at least. Maybe. So back to you, call V3 FJN from V3 Bravo Kilowatt.
Yeah, very good, Rick. Just one other question about your Monday night. Are you getting quite a few check-ins from
I didn't get any there, but before that, I guess the guys south of the border don't seem in there. I don't know whether we're in the DX window or something or what, because when we first go on 7150, I usually hear DX in there, and the odd time I've heard Americans in there calling DX. And it's a funny thing, Monday night there, after our net was over, I went back on 40 and listened around, and I was on 7153, and lo and behold, here's two guys on there having a QSO, and I've been back there since, and it seems like that frequency is used quite a bit. So V3F10, V3VK.
Okay, very, very good, Rick, and fine on Portalitos. Too bad. Used to watch some DX later in the evening on Portalitos, quite some time ago, I must admit. Barney, D3QE, D3QE, I wonder if you're on frequency and are able to copy V3FJN. I don't hear anything yet there, Rick. We'll give it another go in about 5 minutes or so, and maybe still working on things there. So, this is Victor Echo 3 Juliet November, falling on top of the hill in Hamilton, and net control for a 2 to 3 p.m. hour, and we also have one of the net controllers for the 3 to 4 p.m. hour, using his home call at the moment, VE3BK, Rick in Hamilton, but he'll be sharing the hour with V3QEE, Marty in Lancaster, and he'll be using the call sign Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Whiskey Mike, Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum, and then the final hour of the Provincial Net day will be hosted by another Rick, VE3 Hotel Victor Alpha, and Rick is in Ottawa. Rick does the 45 slot on the Provincial Net, Monday to Friday, and has been doing so since 2006. And Victor Echo 3 Foxtrot, Juliet November, calling on top of the hill in Hamilton, standing by for any seconds since the 2 to 3 p.m. hour of the Provincial Net, phone only. Oh, there's a rare DX station in the afternoon. A very good afternoon to you, Dean. No problem at all in copying you. You're coming in here around about a 5 by 9. The propagation has not been very good. sign, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. Anyway, how are things going in Honey Harbour? And how did your trip go today?
Oh, it went well. We were there for a little bit,
Signal dropped a bit. That's the way that the propagation is to this afternoon. Anyway, yeah, haven't done anything too much exciting here. I had to mention I had to leave 3783 early because the wife told me that she had ordered up a massive amount of groceries and they were going to be delivered at 8 o'clock. Well, they didn't get delivered till 9:15. So my work was cut out trying to find spots in the fridge and the freezer and the kitchen and the freezer out in the garage and oh my goodness, other stuff that she got. It took me quite a while to figure things out to make food. To get all the stuff that was frozen put away. But anyway, we managed it, and that's been about it. It took me quite a while today this morning. I've only had George out for a very short walk, and I'll have to take him out for a longer walk when my hour is done. Anyway, Rick, V3VK, you must be copying Jane, VE3IJV from Honey Harbour. Quite nicely. The QSB is quite making itself known today. I wasn't able to check into the tunnel's warm-up group this morning because I was upstairs and probably wouldn't have heard them knocking at the door if I'd been down here. And I was going to obtain, if I had the time, to check into the Provincial Net here, the 89, but wasn't able to do that. Anyway, it's not too bad here. It's certainly cooler, about 20 degrees, so around about 6 to 8 or so. That northwest wind is adding a bit of coolness to it. You know, I was thinking whether I should get rid of the shorts and t-shirts and put on a pair of jeans and a warmer sweater, but I've tossed it out. Before I let you go, I don't suppose you've had time to do more drywalling in the garage, have you? very good. So you're going to be in Kitchener and the Waterloo area. You're going to be there for all of the weekend, are you? Yeah, okay, very good. All right, well, I'm sure it's going to be an enjoyable time when you're in Kitchener. So I'll pass my best 73 on to you. It's good for you to get a wee bit of a rest from the drive on. I was just thinking when you were talking about it this morning, all the times are going up and down 15 times a day. I tell you, you just keep this up and you'll be getting ready to take part in the Olympics in some sport. And the final for the Provincial Net today will be hosted by Rick Victor, Echo 3 Hotel Victor Alpha. Rick is in Ottawa. Rick holds line at 45 spots in the Provincial Net Monday to Friday, and has been doing so since 2006. Let me just give a call here to see if Marty happens to be on frequency. D3QEE, D3QEE, are you on frequency? No, I don't hear Marty. So we'll put out the call, Victor Echo 3 Foxtrot Juliet November, on the top of the hill in Hamilton. Standing by for any check-ins, phone only. AKV, I haven't had, it's been quite a few weeks since I had that call. And how are you, Bob? Hope all is going well. And have you been out on the motorcycle?
No, I haven't had a call, and neither did he get me up through the day. Although I've had some beautiful days go by where I thought, gee, I wish I could walk off this stage and go jump on the motorcycle. The nicest one was a couple of days ago.
Yeah, right, Bob. Yeah, I think we got up here about 2 degrees on Monday. Must have got pretty close to it on Tuesday. I think it was 27 yesterday. But there's definitely a change today. The high is 20 degrees. I think it was 14 degrees when I got up this morning. And there is a bit of a nasty wind. I'm not sure, you know, how many kilometers an hour is one. I think it's too much. But no swelling. But you can feel the chill in it. You get out of the sun and off and think, I should have put a bit warmer clothing on, right?
Well, you're right there. I just came in from that Friday. I went out, a buddy of mine and I were out yesterday, and hung a new antenna, dropped another one. And today I went out to clean it up, you know, dairy wires and hide stuff. So I don't drive over it with the garden tractor lawnmower. But anyway, I'm talking to you on the it seems to be working. While I was running around out there, or more correctly, waddling around slowly, I kept seeing robins coming up to, you know, 20 feet, 30 feet away from me. And there was more than one. And I thought, there must be something good to eat over there.
Yeah, right, well, here's the search of waddling around. I just hope that you don't do waddling around the bomb if you're out in the strong wind. That could be a bit nasty. Anyway, fine on the robins and also putting up the new antenna yesterday. Well, I tell you, you're doing a really good job. The propagation really hasn't been good on 40 meters today, and I've been having difficulty copying a couple of signals that are coming in. And you're coming in 5 by 9, and you may actually be at 5, 9 plus 5 at Hawk, so I'm really quite surprised that I'm hearing you so well.
I'm only running 150 watts. And I didn't bother turning an amplifier on. If I can't make it on 150 watts, you can't hear me on this. Let somebody else have a go at it. But yeah, when I say waddling, it's hard to walk fast to the gate. And as you know, you don't go so fast. Walking on uneven ground across the backyard. Yeah, that slows me down. You gotta stand just a certain way or you lose your back. In fact, as I was coming across the backyard with the fire in one hand, I thought to myself, don't fall. Well, I got my cell phone in my pocket, but I don't want to have to call 911. My name and a hand will show out of the grass. It'll be me.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen, Bob. I didn't realize you had to use a key. Do you have a back problem, or is it something in the leg?
The problem is, I'm 69 years old, and you know, my lifestyle has become I'm in a stage where I'm getting around early. My lifestyle has become very steady, and you don't keep moving. You don't keep at least some sort of level of activity. Walking. They're wonderful chairs, but it doesn't get to me. I suppose I can scoot myself around the room here backwards. Kind of like to get something all over me.
little late to hear that. But I started having back pain when I was 21. It was getting pretty severe, and I used to think that, I was a physio, and I'd be working with patients and transferring them in and out of bed and all that sort of stuff. And I kept on thinking to myself, I hope I don't have a back spasm, because if I'm helping to get this patient out of bed, and I get one of these back spasms, both of us will be on the floor. But it got so bad that in 1995, I got an assessment from orthopedist and also neurologist. And anyway, what happened was, I was very lucky. Within 6 weeks, they had me in. They did a decompression in the lower back, and I've never had any problems since, Bob. So I hope I haven't jinxed myself.
Oh, wow. You were very lucky. X-rays don't show any real damage. But massage therapists, when they dig in, they take stuff on you. And, they want numerous visits, thousands of dollars to put it all back together. And I thought, I've tried this before, and it didn't work. I'm just not, I don't have the strength to do it all over again. But, maybe I just need more Southern comfort in my life.
The liquid tranquilizer, eh?
Or liquid painkiller. It doesn't get you to the point where you don't hurt anymore, really. It just gets you to the point where you don't give a crap.
Yeah, that's right, Bob. Well, you look after yourself, and I hope I don't hear that you've had a fall that week. That can be kind of nasty. Anyway, I wish you best 73, and I was just thinking to myself, I know that you do quite a lot of gigs to take part in them, but if you don't get riding that Harley a bit more often, before you know it, the weather for good, nice, comfortable weather riding will pass you by.
Well, summer was earlier this week. We're coming into the fall now. Take care, Colin. It's good to hear you. The 3 AKV, 40 miles west of Ottawa.
Yeah, very best 73 to you, Bob, and I do appreciate you checking in with me. Always good to hear you. So let me just check the time here so I don't get into Rick and Marty's time. Let's see. Yes, I'm just about at the end of my hour. The propagation must have improved or something, because the second half hour has gone much quicker and more check-ins than the first half hour. So let me just put out one more call to see if there's anyone else who would like to check in before I hand the net control over to Bob and Marty. B3FJ, and standing by for any last-minute check-in. I had a patient trying to check in, but the signal dropped off. Can you give it another go? No, I don't hear anything now, but I thought I heard someone come back. Anyway, so I'll turn it over to Rick, VCDT and VECQEE, using the call sign Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. So Rick, we'll turn it over to you, and thanks for keeping me company for much of the first half hour of my hour on the Provincial Net. B3CWM, B3FJN.
Yeah, B3FJN from BA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Yeah, okay, Colin. Yeah, well, it sounds like the last half hour there got pretty busy, and a few guys checked in with you at least, and that's great. The noise level here is still pretty high, but we copying most of the guys. One of the guys you talked to, I'm not sure which guy it was. Dean, I think you call him Dean. He was going from 7 to 9, so like the signal was varying pretty good. And somebody had a new antenna, I think, and they were just coming in here great. So anyway, so thanks for doing the hour there, Colin. And I was talking to Marty, and he's still having troubles. So I gave him the phone number to call up Peter down there at the Port Authority where the remote is. So the remote, I couldn't get it working either. And I think it could have something to do with the little computer that's running on, but yeah, I don't know that for a fact there. It didn't come up yet. The USB port 0, which is supposed to be on the sound card, I think. Anyway, it didn't come up. So anyway, so thanks. Back to you, Colin, for any file, and then we'll carry on, see who else is out there wants to work us on the TP-Net. They're V3FTN, VA3, Charlie Whiskey Mike.
Charlie Whiskey Mike, Victor Echo 3, Foxtrot, Juliet, November. Very good, Rick, and your signal is still flying up the hill, 5-9 plus, no bother at all, and coffee. Yeah, that was Bob, VE3AKV, from the Ottawa Valley, put up a new antenna yesterday, and that's the one he was working on, and they were very pleased with it, and nice and quiet, no interference and no noise. So it's always good when you get an antenna and it works for you like that. And also say very best and many thanks to Chuck from VA3CGZ between you and Chuck. It definitely made a difference in getting through the first half an hour. There seems to be no provocation at all. 73, back to you, Rich, with VE3CWM, VE3SJM.
Yeah, okay, Colin, and make sure we're streaming live VA3CJZ on YouTube. So if you can go there, Colin, you can go listen to yourself because he started about a half an hour ago, he said. So anyway, so anybody else out there, if you're listening to me on the YouTube stream, then this is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. That's the call of the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum radio room. No radio there at the moment. We are working remote, and but the call sign is the call sign of the Warplane radio room. And anybody anywhere, if you can hear me there, we're looking for check-ins. So back to you, Colin, for a file, and then we'll carry on. Go ahead. Okay, looks like he's gone already. Okay, this is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Anybody anywhere for the Provincial Net? Please go now.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Go out there, Chuck.
Hey, good afternoon there, Rick, and all on net and all listening on the YouTube stream. And yes, you're right. I did start streaming Colin's Net around 2:30 this afternoon. And so if he goes on my YouTube channel, he can listen to himself there. And we are streaming live at the moment. Only have a couple of people watching, but that's okay. We're not here for popularity. And so I'll send it back to you, Rick. I guess I'm your first check-in also, as well as being first check-in with Colin. back to you.
Okay, I just got you in the log. Okay, you're in our log, and yeah, I don't know. We use EQSL, and I know you use QRZ, I think, and you showed all your things that you've won there at QRZ, and we have some, but we haven't got them put on there. They keep sending me notices saying that I have awards, but we were in there and they gave us a log there free, and we had a few people check into it, whatever. So we've had some there, but we were on EQSL, and EQSL was the first digital, even though they say it doesn't count for awards. But anyway, we use EQSL, and we're gold status on that. So VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike, if you want to look it up on QRZ, anybody out there in Radio Land or on the YouTube stream, you can go to QRZ.com. You have to sign in with a call sign usually, and then you can go on there and check out our page on there. So Marty and I are on there. Marty is having a little bit of trouble with his remote, so he may not be in here for a little while. Anyway, hopefully he'll make it. Anyway, Chuck, so thanks for streaming, and again, like you said, we're not here for popularity. Anyway, and the longer we talk, the more likely somebody is going to tune us in and see us on their waterfall or their scope. So anyway, you're on my log there. So back to you for any file, and maybe tell me if anything's changed there on the YouTube stream. VA3 CJZ from VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike.
Oh, very good, Rick. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that Marty's having trouble with the remote setup. Hope he gets that straightened out. But sometimes when he is having a really hard time, he'll get on the YouTube stream here and let me know what's going on there. So I'll keep you posted if I see anything, and I'll report back to you, Rick. For now, I'll let you carry on. This is VA3 CJZ in Hamilton.
VE3QEE.
Ah, there he is.
There he is. Okay, go ahead, Marty.
Hi, Rick and Chuck. I'm coming direct right now. I guess Peter must have done the magic thing up there because we're back in business. Over.
Okay, fine business there, and go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, very good. Nice to hear you there, Marty. There you go. You got it up and running, and we are streaming you live on YouTube. And so, yeah, it's not very busy right now, but that's okay. And so you're coming in pretty good over to my location there, Marty. Back to you.
Okay, well, we're making the trip from the Port Authority building, so it's not too far, Chuck. Anyway, I'll turn it back to Rick, VE3QEE. I'll be here on the side at VA3CWF, Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum Radio Room. Back to you, Rick, VE3QEE.
Okay, good to hear you there, Marty. And yeah, I was just going to turn it over to you, let you make some calls there and see how we do today. You've got it going, and anyway, I don't know if you're watching, but I had to do a little bit of finagling to get your call that you worked today on today's log, because the log that you had on was the wrong one. It was the one minus last week. So anyway, I got it fixed up, and if you don't bother loading up right now, I think I hung up the log, and I have the log up here now. So we don't want any conflicts there, and it doesn't seem to work the network way. Maybe someday we'll have to do that, but right now it's in the Dropbox. So, okay, let's see, the Provincial Net. This is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. We'll turn over to Marty, And just a little information about the Provincial Net. It's on between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. And we try to have a controller on every hour, and of course it depends on propagation, and there's a few spots that could need a controller. So if you have a chance to do it or you want to do it, please go in there, and you can always check in with the webmaster ve3isx@gmail.com. You can always send him an email. But our Provincial Net is TPN, Tango Papa November 7055.com. 7055. That's TPN 7055.com. And that is the Provincial Net on the internet. Right now we're streaming live also from BA3 Charlie Juliet Zulu. You can go on his YouTube channel and talk to him in the chat box. Anyway, that's the information there. So anybody anywhere, we'll turn it over to you, and please check in if you can hear us. And Marty will pick it up after that. So go ahead there. Anybody anywhere, please go now.
Okay, not hearing anything, Rick. This is Marty in the radio room at the Canadian Warplane Museum. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike, CWM for Canadian Warplane Museum. And we're listening for check-ins on the Provincial Net. This is a net that is here for anyone who'd like to check out radio equipment, pass any traffic, with a signal report. We're here to serve you, the amateur radio community. And when you log into 40 meters, if you can't see anything right away, go up to 7100 and see if one of the net controllers can say hello to you. And I'm one of the net controllers. Rick and I will be on until the hour, 4 o'clock, and at which time another Rick picks it up from Ottawa. And so we'll be here at your service. If you can hear us, give us a call. VA3CWM standing by. Please call now. I do see a little activity up the band, Rick, so I know that the band is open and people are there using it. So we'll take a standby here. VA3CWM, listening for check-ins on the Provincial Net. Anyone, anywhere, please phone out. Thanks for streaming us there, Chuck. Nice to have that service, and so far I haven't listened to any transmissions, but I'll make a point of tuning in this one just to see how we sound at the other end. It's very unusual. You get that opportunity to hear what you sound like on the air, but it's quite informative sometimes. You find out if you're talking too fast or you're talking too close to the mic or some of those things that it's hard to tell in the shack, but you can sure tell at the other end. Anyway, we're standing by here on the Provincial Net, 2 controllers at your service. Marty up in the Warplane Heritage radio room, and Rick on his home station, also in Hamilton. And we're listening for check-ins with or without traffic. Anyone, anywhere, please call now.
Okay, I'll pick it up, and yeah, that's a very good service that Chuck has provided there on YouTube. So that we've had check-ins from Japan on there, so it's been pretty good. And there's not always a lot of check-ins, but you know, it depends on the band conditions. Right now, this is not the best time. So being on YouTube, it goes out over the internet worldwide. So that is very good, very good. Anyway, just to let you know, the first half hour, basically, Chuck was the first contact for Colin, and I came in there and I had a relay again for him like I did last week. I had a relay for Colin. One person he just can't hear. I was hearing fine, and I did a relay for one of his contacts. So anyway, and then the second half hour, yeah, they came out of the woodwork there to work them. So you know, one fella had a new antenna, and it was a 1.2 to 1, and real quiet, he said. And I thought, oh man, he must live in a quiet area, but he's actually in the Ottawa Valley. So I don't know how much interference he might get there, but I know that I get lots of interference here down in the city. So God help us with the SDRs, that's for sure. And it's only usually late in the evening or early in the morning, and I have worked Europe on 40 meters, so I know that it is good at that time. And I still have worked Europe just a few days ago. I worked Europe on 40 meters, so I know it's good. Anyway, this is BA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. We're chatting away here, and we're looking for check-ins on the Provincial Net. This is Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum Radio Room. Call sign BA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Please go now.
And Victor Echo 3 India Sierra X-ray East Hamilton, but I'm on the remote.
Okay, Barry, stand by, please. And the other party that's in there, go ahead.
Yeah, Victor Alpha 3 Papa Yankee Charlie.
Okay, and okay, Victor Alpha 3 Papa Yankee Charlie. You go first here, and please stand by there. Barry, you're acknowledged. VA3 PYC. Go ahead. Oh, very good, Tim. West of Ottawa. And, okay, west of Ottawa. So what's the name of the place you're in there, Tim? And, let's see if you are actually in our log, already. Let's see who worked you. Yeah, it was me that worked you. And, I've got you down at, in Timberg. Timberg, is that still right there, Tim? Go ahead.
Outside of Carp, so west. I'm still in Ottawa, but far west Ottawa. Over.
Okay, yeah, let me get this straight in the log here. So what's the name of the town
West
again?
of
And
Carp.
I guess you're west of Ottawa. I got that much.
I'm talking to you about an S6 right now. S6, over.
Oh, okay, S6. Let's see, I've got to go here to see what I'm copying you at there. Go ahead, give me a transmission. I wasn't looking, but I hear you fine.
Yeah, I had quite a bit of noise, so I'm just picking out of my noise. I got my S4 noise and S6 noise. Thank you for picking me up. I've got some adjustments to do here. I'll have to go and pick up there again. My BAC 2IC will be clear.
Yeah, okay, Tim, and thanks for being there. And I'm glad down is west of Ottawa, and your 37, or yeah, your 7100 is, or 7300, I should say, is working just great. Your audio is excellent. Okay, thanks for the check-in. You're 5 and 8, by the way, 5 and 8, so 73 for now, and Tim, back to you, Tim, for any final. If you're still there, go ahead.
Yeah, he signed off for it to make some adjustments, but I'll pick it up. Yeah, but I also have a ICOP 7300, fine little radio. I'm sure you'll get lots of enjoyment out of it. And thank you for the check-in. And you're in Carp, or near Carp, just west of Ottawa. And that's where our companion station, VE3 CWM, is located at the Diefenbacher. VE3 CWM is the Canadian War Museum in the Diefenbacher, and we're VA3 CWM, Canadian Warplane Museum. So thanks for the check-in, Tim. Back to you, Rick, VE3 QEE.
Yeah, okay, we doubled there for a minute there. Go ahead, Marty. And Tim, that was Marty telling you about the Diefenbacher in Ottawa there. And he wondered if you're in Carp, you're near Carp there, over.
Yeah, I don't live very far from the Diefenbacher. I can cycle over to it. I'm about 9
Yeah, he signed off to make some adjustments to the radio, Rick.
Okay, it's 9 kilometers away, Marty. Pick it up.
Yeah, very good. I can't
All
hear
right,
Marty
this is VA3 CWM, Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. The radio room up at the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum. It's Marty on the microphone. We actually have several hams in the shack on Thursdays here, and I'm the one on the radio at the present time. So, we're listening on the Provincial Net for any check-ins. We'd love to hear from you. If you can hear us, then we'll stand by for check-ins. VA3 CWM, let's go now.
Yeah, okay, go ahead there, Barry. Barry was next there, Marty.
Okay, good afternoon to you, Rick and Marty, and a special hello to Tim there just outside of the Diefenbacher in Carp. Yes, it is Barry. Barry and Judy, we're out in the back patio here on the iPhone, running a 7300 remote with a little bit of extra help. And we got a beautiful day just helping Judy out whatever I can here with the garden. We got the grass cut and everything else, so things are looking good. Rick, are you going to go to the meeting tonight, over?
Negative. I'm not. I'm going to see if... Do you know if it's still going to be on the teams there, over?
Yeah, I think we should have teams, especially if Peter is going to be there. I am planning to go. So we've got a whole slew of estate items, living estate items that are going to be put up on offer, and no doubt it's going to be a good evening. The prices are going to be right. Lots of handhelds, VHF, UHF mobiles, and all kinds of other good things. So should be a nice thing. And we've got to thank Norm, VE3BU. He donated all that. He's moving into a retirement home. So there we go. Other than that, hello to Marty. I can just barely hear him. But as I say, we're on the iPhone here in the backyard here in Hamilton. So back to you, Rick.
Okay, very good. And I hear Victor Echo 3. Whiskey is good in there. How are you doing there, Bill? Hey, I like the way you put that there, Bill. Anyway, yeah, people are having a little trouble here in Marty today. I'm not sure if the power's up or down or it's the band conditions. But anyway, let's turn over to Marty and see how you're copying him there, Bill. Go ahead, Marty.
Okay, good afternoon, Bill. PE3WIG, thanks for the check-in to the net here. I'm transmitting, of course, remotely through the antenna located on the Port Authority building in downtown Hamilton. So that's maybe why I'm not so loud. It's a short little vertical, and of course it propagates in all directions at once. and so the portion going down there to Petrolia might not be as good as you could get from a different antenna. Anyway, we're glad to hear you. We're listening to you in Vermont. You're coming in loud and strong there, Bill. Anyway, thanks for the check-in. I'll turn it over to you, Bill, and you can turn it over to Rick. VA3 CWM.
Yeah, 7153. So we're either up or down from 7150. And Tom from Barry's Bay checked in London, and usually when he can get in, you can get in too. But you probably just didn't find us. So we're around 7100, 7150. I mean 7150, and it's plus or minus. And if there's a DX or something going on, 7150, I found that usually up 3 is the best there, Bill. So you might want to check us there next time. And I'm sure you could have got in there the last couple of weeks, but you never know with band conditions, do you? Anyway, Bill, you're sounding great here. You're coming in full scale here on my signal, and I'd like to know how well we're doing your way there. Go ahead. Thank you, Bill. 73. Okay, Marty, you want to go ahead and call again? And anyway, it looks like our hour's picking up there. This is VA3, Charlie Whiskey Mike, and we're looking for check-ins. Please go now.
This is Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Whiskey Mike, Marty on the mic here at the Warplane Heritage Museum radio room, and listening for anyone anywhere on the Provincial Net. We'll be here till the top of the hour, at which time Rick in Ottawa will take over, but if you can hear us, give us a call. We'd love to chat. VA3WM standing by.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, recheck.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Rick. I have a new check-in for you from Florida. A gentleman on YouTube by the name of Ronnie. His call sign is Whiskey 4 Tango Radio India, and he's in Winter Haven, Florida, almost smack dab in the middle of the state. And he was asking if you would take his check-in on Monday nights, because his low end is 1750 for the Monday night net there, Rick.
Okay, hello, Ronnie, and W4 or Tango Radio India from Florida. And you make sure if you can't hear us on 7150 or 7153 or in about there on Monday night. If you can't hear us on your radio, you can always check in with Chuck. Chuck has been streaming us on YouTube there quite often. Oh, I got background noise here. Let me turn that down. Okay, I'm not sure where it's coming from. Oh, it's on NCF. Okay, there we go. I got it turned off. And anyway, Ronnie, good. Thanks for being there. And you're in the best part of the state there, in the center, trying to avoid those hurricanes. Okay, 73 there, Ronnie. Okay, and anybody else wants to check in? Or I should turn it back to Chuck and see if they've got anything else there. Chuck, go ahead.
Yeah, no, the one thing is I told him that you would never really refuse a check-in from the U.S. side, and it's a totally up to him. And anyhow, I'll send it back to you, Rick, VA3CJZ.
Yes, and Ronnie, all are welcome. All are welcome. There we have had a few check-ins from the state side, and they are more than welcome for sure. And they've checked in on 7150. I've had a few from Michigan, and I guess the band conditions weren't good when they're that close. Michigan and where was the other one? Pennsylvania, I think. Anyway, so we haven't. Usually, I have a pipeline on 20 meters to Florida, but not on 40 meters. Anyway, band conditions have to be there, and that's what we're up against right here. So everybody's welcome. That is why we moved to 7150, so we could have a few south of the border checking if they wanted to. And I know we have our past president at the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club was a snowbird, and he went to Florida every year, so now he's up there in Asia. I think he has one closer to home now, a trailer. So anyway, okay, anybody anywhere, if you want to check into our Provincial Net, please go now, and anybody on YouTube, just go in the chat box with Chuck there, VA3, CJZ, and he will accommodate you. So this is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike, looking for check-ins anywhere. Please go down. Okay, we got a comment on V3ISX working remote from his backyard. So he has his 7410 hooked up to the remote, so he can operate it from his phone in his backyard even, or anywhere. So that is great if you're still listening there, Barry. That is a great way to go, and very educational to some people that don't know anything about remotes. Now, we also have Marty on the remote. The remote is a courtesy of the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. It is in downtown Hamilton, and he is working the remote from there. Okay, so anyway, one more call here, VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike, looking for any check-ins. And if you're on YouTube and you hear us, even if you don't have a call sign, let us know you're there. Chat with Chuck there. This is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Please go now. Okay, nothing heard. Chuck, what is your noise floor like at the moment? Over.
Well, Rick, my noise floor is an S8, fluctuating, up and down, but yeah, S8. This morning, I couldn't believe it. It was S6 on this frequency. Unfortunately, nobody was net control. But very low noise floor this morning, and then after lunch, it went up.
Did you make a call on 7100 at that time? Because you never know. People are always listening.
Yeah, that's something I forget. Rick. So thanks for reminding me. I'll keep that in mind when I'm listening and I don't hear anything. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to call out because you can't tell when someone's listening, Roger.
Yeah, that is correct. And, I called out on 10 meters in the evening one time when I was a new ham. And, hey, you'd be surprised who came on there. I had other hams come on there and tell me the band's not open. And I said, well, I'm talking to you. Yeah, I know the band wasn't open, but I really wasn't looking for anybody DX. I was looking more for somebody local because I was actually camping with the Boy Scouts in a camp in Paris, Ontario, and that was what I was doing there. And so we were kind of putting on a demonstration, and at least somebody came back to me on 10 meters. So that was fantastic, but I was fairly new, so I didn't know too much. And the other thing, 146 430, yes, I've heard those guys too. You had funneling or some duction come through there, and I have heard that interference on there before. So, most of the guys in the States used to put their linking and stuff like that on 220, but I don't know whether that was a link that they're going to move, or you kept saying it was an actual repeater, and a repeater in the simplex area. The gentleman's agreement, yeah, they should still abide by it, I think. But I'm from the old school, so who knows? Okay, anyway, we're looking for any other check-ins, and if nobody checks in there, Chuck, back to you. Okay, anybody anywhere? VA3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. Nothing. Go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, nothing heard on this end as well. And yeah, I'm glad that's over and I don't hear them anymore. But yeah, they were both, there were two repeaters. The other one was on 70 centimeters. Same call sign, all three. The operator and the two repeaters had the same call sign. And oh, we've got a couple of new check-ins from YouTube there, Rick. Just in, we have Wayne from Mississauga, VA3 Fox Mike Bravo. Good afternoon, Wayne. And we have Eddie from Japan, Go Eddie 1287. His call is Japan 3, Fox November Mike. JJ3 FNM. Good evening, Eddie in Japan. Hope all is well with you. And yeah, so anyways, Rick, I'll send it back to you. You got the call signs?
Okay, very good. Okay, first, Halloween and Masada, BA3, Fox Mike Bravo, and hello, and thanks for being on the YouTube there stream. And Eddie, good to hear you again, Eddie. And anyway, I'd like to work you direct sometime. That would be fantastic. But chances of that are pretty slim when the bands are not too good. Japan 3, Fox November Mike. Always good to hear you, Eddie. Okay, and anybody else that's listening on the YouTube stream, welcome aboard. Okay, again, this is VA3, Charlie Whiskey Mike, for the Warplane Heritage Museum. And if you want to go and check out the airplanes, we're not advertising, but the warplane.com, that is the website of them. And otherwise, go on QRZ, and check out VA3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. And anyway, some of the information on there is a little bit old. There is a picture of me on there, and I don't weigh quite as much as I used to, and I think Marty's the same. Marty's on there as well, and we have a silent key on there too, only because he was a very important part of the Warplane radio room at one time. Okay, this is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Anybody else who wants to check in, please go now.
Mr. Alpha 3, Tango, Alpha Charlie. Good afternoon, Rick.
Hey, good afternoon. How are you doing there, Tom? And VA3 TAC, and we heard from Bill there. VE3 Whiskey is good. From Petrolia, he got in there too, but he couldn't find us on Monday night. Anyway, I told him that you did there. So back to you, Tom.
Yeah, good afternoon, Rick. Yeah, I know I wasn't on last Monday. We had that Montreal Canadiens game. And anyway, I think it'll be over on Friday, so I'll be back on the air quite a bit more. But anyway, beautiful day down here. Really enjoying this nice weather. Getting a lot of work done outside. It's not too hot. How are things with you?
All right, and yeah, according to the weather girl at our end here, the weather is going to be in the 70s pretty much all week, all next week. So it looks like we have weather that's not too hot and not too cold. This is great weather for working outside, Tom. Over.
Oh, yeah. Well, lots of things in summer. I think summer will be slightly hotter, but anyway, other than that, not too much for exciting happening. I'm going to try to get up to that Grimsby flea market, so I don't know if you're there, we'll have to say hi.
Oh, Roger on that. Okay, well, hey, there's always flea markets going on, and yeah, the one in July, I guess, is coming up pretty soon. I got the blurb already on my email, to have it. The one for the Burlington, I think it's Burlington Milton Club. It's at the Milton Fairgrounds, and that one has been going on for years. One of the bigger ones around here. Also, the one in London. I like the one in London. I haven't been there for a couple of years, but there used to be a lot of Americans come up, and you know what? They didn't mind paying prices at all because the dollar was in their advantage anyway, and they definitely got some good choices of radios and stuff like that, so that's always good. Anyway, Tom, I'm glad it's good there and you've been able to get some work done outside, and Bill there, V3 Whiskey is good, also told me the same thing. He's got quite a bit of work done outside, and I guess it's that time of year before it gets too hot, and we'll be complaining about that. BA3 TAC from BA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike.
Yeah, we're good about talking about the weather and complaining, but yeah, no, this is the perfect time. Just get as much done as you can while the weather's good. Anyway, Rick, take care of 73. Good luck with the rest of your hours.
Okay, 73, and good to hear you in there, Tom. Okay, this is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. And what time we got about 16 minutes to go to the top of the hour, and then Rick from Ottawa, V3 Hotel Victor Alpha, will be taking over. He's done the 4 to 5 o'clock hour for many years, and anyway, he'll be in there. So we'll see if anybody else is out there wants to check in. Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Okay, Marty, you want to make a comment about the YouTube and those guys from Japan? Tell us about your Monday night, some of the guys that check in.
Marty's busy.
Yeah, Marty may be busy with visitors in the shack and showing them different things. The radio room has an assortment of radios, some that are kept up to date by VE3JUB, and that's John, and he is very good at fixing the tube-type radios, and they're most of them radios of the aircraft from that time period were 24 volts, so that's one of the things that he has to modify there so we can get them to work and play them for people that do come into the radio room. Okay, and let's see if Marty's there again. Marty, are you there? Over. Okay, anybody anywhere? If you want to check into the Provincial Net, anybody on YouTube stream, you can go in the chat box and chat with VA3, Charlie Julia Zulu, and he will notify us that you're in there, and I'll put you on the log here. So we have a few in there already. One from Florida, Ronnie Whiskey 4, Tango Radio India. Was there, and Wayne from Mississauga, VA3, Fox Mike Bravo, and Eddie from Japan, Juliet 3, Fox November Mike. And welcome aboard, all you guys, anybody else that's in there listening on the YouTube stream. So anybody else that wants to check in, this is VA3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. Okay, Victor Echo 3, Kilo Yankee Mike, have I got your call right? Okay, Lynn, and how are you today? Whereabouts are you? Let's see, I gotta check to see, yeah, Lynn, you're not in here. Okay, Lima, Yankee, November, and I got you, I'm putting you in the log here right now. Whereabouts are you, Lynn? Over. Okay, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. And right now on the radio is Rick here. I'm net control right at the moment, and we also have Marty. Rick, and my home call is Victor Echo 3, Bravo Kilowatt. That's my home call. But we're using the Warplane Heritage call right at the moment there, Lynn. So anyway, let's see, I've got you down in a log 50 miles south, let's see, south of Niagara Falls, or is it southwest of Niagara Falls? Okay. Anyway, so does that mean you're out in the boonies there, Lynn? Over. Roger, that's the band conditions for you right now. Name is Rick, Romeo, India, Charlie, Kilo. Rick, Romeo, India, Charlie, Kilo. And the call sign we're using today for the Warplane Heritage Museum is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. That's Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. And my own call, personal call is Victor Echo 3 Bravo Kilowatt. Victor Echo 3 Bravo Kilowatt. Okay, quite a bit of information. How was the noise there? Lean over. Okay, my QATH is Hamilton, Ontario. Hamilton, Ontario. And the Warplane Heritage Museum is actually at the Hamilton Airport, which was Niagara Falls, Mount Hope. It was called Mount Hope, but it's now the Hamilton Airport. And we have another operator who is actually in the room working remote, and let's see if he is there. Marty, are you in there? Over. Well, he may have visitors in the room there, Lynn. Okay, the story at the Warplane Heritage is we have to use a remote because the antennas were removed for a roof repair. So they have not been put back yet, and there's talk about us moving. So right now we're working remote there. So we're actually working a remote station, and Marty is on there. We're sharing the call sign there. So he's probably busy right at the moment with visitors in the shack, or he's had trouble with the remote. We had trouble this morning with that, Lynn. And, you know, remotes, it is a 7300, but you know, it's got a Raspberry Pi computer and different other things that it relies on to work properly there. So that's the problem with that. So Victor Echo 3, you're in our log, kilowatt Yankee Mike, and feel free to QSL if you want. I actually do the QSL cards for VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike, and you can look us up on QRZ there, Lynn. So good to hear you in there today. Victor Echo 3 kilowatt Yankee Mike from VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. So you were in the boonies there. I figured, well, you probably got a quiet, you know, antenna. And one of the guys in the Ottawa Valley today we were talking to there in the last hour that I was relaying, but he didn't need a relay. He had a brand new antenna, and he was getting a 1.2 to 1. And in the Ottawa Valley, he was talking to Colin here that's on the Hamilton Hill up, you know, our escarpment, and Niagara escarpment. He's up on the hill, and he was talking to him, and he was saying he had a new antenna up, and he couldn't believe there was no noise. So that's advantage. Right here where I am, Lynn, I get lots of noise here that drops off usually late in the evening and early in the morning. You know, my noise floor is very low then. So must have something to do with the industrial part of Hamilton. I guess maybe the hydro, the high tension line that goes down not too far from me, maybe caused me noise. I don't know. Anyway, that's the story at this end, Lynn. So back to you. Fisherville. Okay, yes, I know. Hey, yeah, no, you're bringing back history here. For me, Fisherville, many years ago when I was still working, that was part of our route. There at times, we got out to Fisherville for the Bell. I worked for the Bell Canada, and but that's a lot of water under the bridge since then. And the one time in Fishville, I don't know what the name of the hotel, motel, whatever it was, where we went and had lunch, and our foreman bought for us. So that was great. But holy jeez, that's years and years ago there, Lynn. Anyway, so yeah, Fisherville. Yeah, I know where you are. There, over. Okay, very good there, Lynn. Okay, I looked you up there, your last name, and yeah, fantastic, fantastic. Yeah, they've been around that long. Yeah, well, there's some of the guys they were like from Smithville. That's I know that's quite a ways from you, but you know, we had some of the guys there that were on farms that had been there a long time as well, and friends of mine. So anyway, and one of the guys was also from that area with that last name Killens. I don't know if you've heard that, but that's one of them names that's been around for a long, big family. So, but anyway, okay. Well, we're at the top of our hour, Lynn, but we can carry on for a few minutes until Rick shows up. So VE3 Hotel Victor Alpha is going to take the 4 to 5 o'clock hour there as well. And anyway, he usually doesn't show up right away there, but we'll see if he's in there. Rick, are you in there? Go ahead if you are. Lynn, and yeah, we have somebody on there doing digital. I think some of them guys, they don't check to see if the frequency is in use. Sideband, they have an offset, and they may not hear us unless they actually switch to lower sideband. But anyway, Lynn, pleasure's all here at this end, and good to hear you in there for sure. Bring back memories of when I was a young fella. Yeah, Fisherville. Oh yeah, well, a lot of people never heard of that place, and it's just like when you know, when I was a young guy, the Bell bought out different small companies here and there in Ontario. And, you know, it's like, so we had to travel in Northern Ontario and replace some of the plant and stuff like that to bring it up to specs. You know, there was like community, family-owned telephone companies in Northern Ontario, quite a few, and, you know, the Bell being a big conglomerate, you know, took over a lot of those, and so I spent some of my winters up there going through the snow to get into some of these places there. But anyway, 73, Lynn, it's nice hearing you in there, and I'm sure Rick will be in here before too long, so we're a little bit over our hour, and we're streaming live on YouTube, by the way. So under VA3 Charlie Juliet Zulu. So if you want to go check that out on the YouTube stream, Chuck is in there listening right now, and we'll turn it over to Chuck and see if he can work you there before Rick comes, because I know Rick may be in the wings there before too long, but anyway, thanks for being there, Lynn. V3 Kilowatt Yankee Mike, 73 from VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. And let's see if Chuck wants to pick it up. VA3 CJZ, go ahead if you're there.
Yeah, thanks, Rick. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. I'm having a tough time hearing Eddie, or I'm sorry, Lynn, because my noise floor is an S8, and Lynn is coming in right at my noise floor. So no good copy, but maybe Lynn can copy me. I don't know. But anyways, Eddie and the rest of the guys on YouTube, I said 7-3. Thank you all for tuning in, and have a great rest of the day to everyone on the YouTube as well as listening here. Thanks, Rick. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Back to you.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Lynn, again for being there. Thanks, Chuck, for doing YouTube for us. And let's see if Rick is in the wings yet. Victor Echo 3, Hotel Victor Alpha, are you there yet, Rick? Over. Okay, and I know what he was talking about, Lynn, if you're still there. I know what he's talking about with the noise floor. I am actually listening using technology here. I'm actually listening on an SDR